Hi, I'm Chandan from the Shakudo team. Shakudo is an operating system for data and AI. It brings together around 250 best-in-class applications in one secured environment so that our users, you, don't have to stitch together DevOps, MLOps, and AIOps. Instead of spending months on setup and integrations, Shakudo lets you deploy, scale, and operate your entire data stack in just a few clicks. Today I'm introducing Open Notebook, a stack component available on Shakudo. It is an AI-first research notebook that works on top of your own content. You can load PDFs, URLs, and docs, and do the following. You can ask questions and get answers along with citations, generate summaries, outlines, and draft notes, create audio podcasts to consume the content easily. Think of it as an open source alternative to NotebookLM, familiar but running in your own environment with your controls. And Shakudo Open Notebook runs inside your secure infrastructure. Your data stays in your cloud, and you can choose and configure the LLM that fits your privacy, performance, and governance policies. That combination makes it ideal even for sensitive documents. In this demo, I'll show you how to access Open Notebook on Shakudo and walk you through the code workspace. Let's start with the Shakudo platform. Once you log in, you'll see a list of stack components and applications installed in your instance. Click on Open Notebook icon to launch the app. Open Notebook is organized around notebooks. Think of each notebook as a project centered on one topic or set of sources. You can open an existing notebook or create a new one. So for the purpose of this demo, let's look at an existing notebook. Once you go inside a notebook, you'll see that there are three primary sections. The way it is structured, that there are three primary sections. The first being sources, where you'll have all the data that you have given, any file that you might have uploaded. You can add more to it. Then there are notes. These are your working notes, highlights, takeaways, or drafts that you want to keep alongside the sources. And then the rightmost panel is where the chat happens. This is where you access the LLM, which accesses your data sources and gives you answer for those. It also gives you citations for each of the data that it gives, the answers that it gives. You have the flexibility of choosing the model so that you are able to balance speed and accuracy. If you're someone who prefers to listen rather than read, the podcast section is ideal for you. You can use this to generate the audio overview for selected notebook sources. You can adjust the episode setting and tailor the content, then play it back at your own time. We'll go deeper into the podcast in a separate video. There's also the sources. This is a global view of all the sources, a bird's eye view of all the content that you have added. And in Ask and Search, you are able to query across the knowledge base, not just a single notebook. In short, Open Notebook helps you digest and synthesize large volume of data quickly with transparent citations. Shakudo brings it in your infrastructure, so it's easy to deploy, govern, and scale, even for sensitive files. This was one of the demos in the series on using Open Notebook on Shakudo. In other demos, I'll be walking through the workflows. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.